Welcome to the studio at Indian Hills Community College. I'm Chef Gordon Rader, and today we're going to talk about something easy and quick and really good. Vietnamese food, and in particular a Vietnamese spring roll with a special sauce called Nuoc Mam. That's a fish sauce, really interesting stuff. This is an amazing, and I'm going to tell you a quick story. 3 years ago when I came to college, a little more than 3 now actually, I went to Des Moines for the first time, and I drove by this place on 2nd Street right off of University. It's called Lucky Dragon, Vietnamese food. Looked like a kind of a bad neighborhood. I don't know if I want to stop there or not, but there was something about Vietnamese, because I've had Vietnamese and I really enjoy it, so I wanted to try it. I stopped in. I've been going every weekend for the past 3 years. It's amazing. So if you get a chance to drop by, and just anything that you have on the menu is going to be amazing, but stop in and try their spring rolls, and then when you make this recipe at home, now you've got something to compare them to. So we're going to start out today with the rice paper. That's going to be your binder. That's going to be what you wrap everything into, the little Vietnamese burrito. Rice paper. And this is my favorite brand, and you're going to have to go to Des Moines to find it because we don't have it around here. But there's a great store on 2nd Street, right off of University, Double Dragon. They've got everything imaginable, Vietnamese, Chinese, Asian, period, Indian. So that's what the package looks like, and this is what the product looks like. Looks like something you'd like put on your walls or something, make a nice new living room setup. Actually, it's rice, okay? And so the first thing we're going to do is get some hot water. And we don't want it to be super hot, just let's say warm to hot. And what's going to happen is we dip this into the water. It's going to reconstitute those into their original form. And it's going to become bland, soft, workable. And I think it's best, some people run them under the sink, but I like to have the control of keeping them flat in the water. And just until you get to that point where it's softened up, okay, then we're just going to lay it out onto our table or cutting board. I'm going to pull her back just a little bit, work out some of the creases. Now, the fillings. The herbs, and I know you've got basil and chives and marjoram and everything growing in your kitchen now, and so you can just go and get it fresh. You got that big window out there. I'm going to come in with some Thai basil leaves, and Thai basil leaves are key to this. You've got to have them, okay? I'm going to do lettuce, and I've got romaine, and I have a little bit of leaf, a red leaf. You can use iceberg, you can use a combination of those three, and I like a little substance. These are really healthy too. Then we're going to go back and we're going to have some shredded carrot. Shredded carrot, you can do super fine julienne, because I have 2. I have this super fine julienne as well, but I'm going to use that in my sauce that accompanies this. Now we're going to come back with noodle, Asian rice noodles, and I want to show you the bag in case you go to Double Dragon in Des Moines. It's called bun, and they're made out of rice, just like the paper is. These are the noodles in their dry state. It takes like 30 seconds. Hot boiling water, drop them in, get them out immediately, and put them in cold water, and they're perfect. This is the noodle they use in pho, or we pronounce it pho sometimes. That's going to go on here. That's a little bit of starch. Okay. Now, we're going to roll. We're going to give it one roll. We're going to move it forward, and then we're going to pull everything back in on itself. Okay? Everything back in on itself. And now I'm going to pull up this one side just to get a bit of a seal. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right, now our meats. So I've cooked beef and chicken. On Sunday, I always cook a lot of different things on the grill. I've got pork. In this instance, I've got 2 different kinds of meat. I've got chicken, and I'm just going to make this one pure chicken, and it's breast. So you've got all this leftover meat that you cooked on Sunday, and you want to know what to do with it. This is great. Just like this, push it under, and then pull this over. Okay, and then just continue to wrap it forward. And that's perfect. Just like that. I've got a great little tray, props. You know, when people come over to the house, I like to have some traditional plates and serving utensils, and there's that. Now the next thing I want to do is a sauce, because you got to have a sauce for this, and there's several variations of sauces that you can do, but this is my favorite. We're going to use nok mam, or fish sauce, and this is a staple in Vietnamese cuisine. It's fermented anchovies, and so be careful not to get any on you, because it's going to be really strong, but once you've had it, you're going to want it again and again. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. You see how carefully I measure this. It's really strong, so we don't go too far with it. We've also got seasoned rice vinegar, and this is Japanese. It's got a really nice flavor, and it's going to give you a little bit of kick. We're going to use about a 1/4 cup. Okay? Now, sugar. Sugar is an important element, and I use about 3 tablespoons, and you might want to use more if it's too sour from the vinegar and the sauce. Chopped garlic. If it's chopped fine, a little bit goes a long way. Crushed red pepper flakes. Okay? Now you can make this as hot as you want. I like kind of a medium dose. And then again, I come back to those finely shredded carrots, and that's going to be a nice addition to this sauce. Now, a quick stir. You can heat your vinegar and add your sugar to it, so it's going to dissolve quicker, but this is going to work just fine. Just enough. And again, come back and taste it with a spoon and see if you need to add more sugar. I think the acid content is great. And again, a little prop, a nice little traditional sauce boat. Move this out of the way. And there you have it. You can garnish. I've got some purple ruffle basil that makes for a nice garnish. I would also use some fresh cucumber and maybe even some bean sprouts. Maybe you come back with a little more lettuce. So there we have it. Vietnamese spring roll, nok cham, a little bit of garnish, light. You know, I've lost 22 pounds on this diet. I've been eating lots of these every week. You know, it's amazing what you can do. Very nutritious as well. So I hope you do this at home. Bon appetit.